Hey, what is happening, guys? It is Curtis and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. This is episode 33 of my survival series, and we are back in my current project of building up this city. Last week we worked on these farms over here, or at least one of them. So we made this one over here, and we made this smaller one over in this area, as well as worked on this well, which I'm really kind of proud of. We got the shroom lights down there now. We got a bucket over here. One of the things I really wanted to try doing was putting a fish inside the bucket, and so we could put a lead from the fish over to the fence post, but apparently you can't put a lead on a fish, which I guess it makes sense, but it would be very cool to get that rope physics over there. Eventually I do have to add the lights from the lower areas up into this area up here, and maybe even make this well a little bit bigger so we can have a chain hanging down. I'm actually not sure yet, so we'll have to see that as we get around to it. But right now, let's head to sleep. So what I want to do today is I want to build a path over in this direction towards the sheep, but we gotta take care of these zombies first. I cleared out much of the oak trees that were here in this forested area. I just need to finish off with these jungle trees, and so let's make sure we collect all of the cocoa beans before we do that, and also try to protect ourselves from these zombies that are just, I guess, thriving underneath these trees and the shadows they leave behind. I'm hoping that we get quite a bit of cocoa beans so that we can continue farming this. However, I can't really guarantee it. Let's see. Yep, can't reach up there. Let's place down a couple logs, tear it down. And one thing I do got to worry about is making sure we have enough saplings to actually regrow these jungle trees, because I don't have any saplings on me other than the ones that I planted here earlier. So let's make sure that we actually get some back, because otherwise we're gonna be in some serious trouble. Oh, the Enderman's mad at me. Okay. Where are you? It's time to get real serious here. Go on this fight. Oh, where? Coming in from the right, from the behind, maybe? Where are you? He's on fire now, so he's teleporting all over the place. Make sure we get rid of those before he gets me. Here we go, almost, there we go, and nice. He dropped us a little flower. How nice of him. So let's collect some more saplings. That was a very small distraction we had there, but no problem. Let's we're almost ready to continue with this. I just gotta collect a couple more. It's starting to rain, which would be good for Riptide, but I don't really need to go anywhere. We're getting a couple saplings here, so that's pretty good. Hope we get some more. Alright, I think that's enough, and got a random piece of gravel here. I'm wondering if maybe the Enderman put it down before. But I don't know where he would have gotten it from. The road looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's missing any blocks. So, I'm honestly not sure where he got it from. Maybe somewhere else, hopefully. Okay, but for today, what I want to do is I want to build this path over in this direction towards the sheep. So we're just going to kind of dig one out. We're going to replace it with all the different stone materials we were using for the rest of the path, like the cobblestone, the mossy cobblestone, regular stone, and gravel. And I think, yeah, we're almost good on that. The path's coming along pretty good. I have been using slabs a lot, which, you know, at first I wasn't too keen about, but I think now it's fine. I think it helps, honestly, to make sure I have enough materials and I don't have to go mining for more. But let's see, let's actually start going ahead and placing these down then. The only problem I'm having with the slabs is that I can no longer just jump around and plop these blocks down randomly wherever. I have to make sure that these slabs are actually against something. So let's make sure we can place down some actual stone blocks here. And then we should be good to go in placing some of these slabs down very easily. Gotta make sure we're using Silk Touch so I don't turn it into cobblestone by accident. But here we go, so that should be mostly good. Let's start using these slabs again. Hopefully I don't put them in the wrong place, like up there or down here. Yeah. So there's all sorts of different ways I can really mess this up, but hopefully it goes pretty well. So I think the building we're going to be trying to make today is going to be, I think we're going to do like a blacksmith shop, hopefully, or I don't know what to call it. I guess it's the shop, but we're going to work on the home and the area that he'll work in. So hopefully that'll work out pretty well. You know what, I'm missing one material here, I just realized. Let's go ahead and grab some. It is... where is it? Right here. So we got some gravel right here. So let's go ahead and place this in our inventory. We can go ahead and start replacing some of these areas with the gravel, which will also help add the texture that I'm looking for here. Very nice. But I'm honestly not sure what we're going to do with the blacksmith shop. I have a couple ideas, but I'm not sure how well they will be implemented, so I guess we're going to find out and see. But it should be interesting. I'm hoping for the best, and honestly, I don't think there's a whole lot I can do to really mess it up. I mean, it seems like a pretty simple and straightforward idea, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Man, you know, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this part of the path, though. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's one of the smaller details in this area, so I guess it's fine. It's pretty much the same as the rest of the pathway, so I don't see it as being any trouble. But let's see, we're almost done with this part. I think the most trouble I'm having is I don't want to have a lot of blocks that are the same right next to each other, but only working with, let's see, 4 different block types. I'm sorry, 4 different blocks. It makes it a little bit of a challenge to make sure we're getting all different blocks here. But you know, I think this works. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be too detrimental to the look of this place. I think the next step is probably just going to be terraforming this area. I need a little bit more space on at least one of these sides to be able to have a building, because I'm thinking maybe we'll put a building right here with a pathway in between, and then we'll have the blacksmith over in this area depending on how big his building is. And there's still like a lot of holes that I have to fill in from what this island used to be, or what this area used to be. So there's still a lot of places that I have to fill in the grass. Like with right here we have some llamas, and let's go ahead and take care of this wandering trader too, because he's probably going to be annoying later. So I'll take care of you. Oh, did he die? No, he's still there. There we go. Perfect. So we can go ahead and finish terraforming. I think I'm actually running low on grass and dirt, which is really unfortunate because that actually means I'll have to actually start farming for this stuff. And that's actually not going to be very fun because, I mean, this is a survival series. We want to make sure we're actually doing something that has to do with survival and not farming dirt, of all things. But, you know, sometimes we gotta. So let's just fill up this area. We'll see how much we have at the end of it, and then we should be able to figure out how much we're actually going to need to finish off this build, because there's still a lot more holes that I gotta fill up. And I'm sure there's going to be a ton more places where I have to terraform. So we'll just have to figure it out as we go, honestly. Let's see, I'm out of grass. Let's go to sleep real quick, get this out of the way. And let's see. So yeah, I'm out of grass. I'm going to have to switch to dirt if there is any. And yeah, it looks like I have 57 dirt. That'll... man, okay, so we're probably going to have to really... Wow, I honestly think this is going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. Which, you know, it's fine. You know, can't win them all. I just wish I had more dirt at my disposal. But, you know, it just means I'll have to go and I'll have to farm some more. No problem. There's plenty of dirt in my Minecraft world. I'll just have to go actually find some that will not be intrusive to this place's design. Maybe I'll have to tear down a mountain or something. I'm honestly not sure. But, let's see. I only have... we're completely out now, so we'll have to just make do with what we have right now. Maybe we'll go farming for some much later. Alright, and so what I'm thinking that we'll do... We'll set up a sort of area over here that the blacksmith will use as his workstation. So let's dig this out, we'll put in the floor. And we're going to do the floor pretty similarly to how we did all the other floor for this path. I know this isn't technically part of the path, so we are probably going to throw in a new brick for this pallet over in this area at least. Oops. And that is going to be stone bricks, at least the stone brick slabs. I figured it would kind of match this area a little bit better. I know for the farmers I did a lot of wood. I know for the other areas we did a lot of just the basic stone. But I honestly feel like the stone bricks will go a long way over in this area. And then it's just a matter of making it look good otherwise. Probably going to have to even out some areas here and there. And I do have an idea for how we're going to set this up. We're going to have a campfire with a cauldron over it. And while by itself this does look a little weird, I think there needs to be something to hold it. Maybe a grindstone? Okay, so it connects to the side very well. Now I just need something to connect to the grindstone. Let's see, does it connect with the bottom block? No, not really, but maybe on the side, like so. Let's see. Yeah, I think that connects very well. Now I just need to figure out something to hold it, although it does seem a little intrusive. Yeah, this is pretty intrusive. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. There's not a lot of space here, and this would be like very narrow to walk through to keep on the platform. So we're probably going to change that, and also there's not really a way to easily get up there. We're going to figure out something else instead. So okay, I have an idea here. Let's just build up like a sort of wall, and maybe we can have the cauldron like connected to it somehow. I just gotta make sure that I throw in the right materials for it, I suppose. Alright, so I got part of the wall finished. Let's go ahead and add the cauldron to the side here, and we'll attach the campfire underneath it. So like so. And that could work. It's connected to the wall there instead of it having to be connected to something else. We could have a bit of stair right there so we could walk up, see what's inside, and what we're probably going to put inside is lava, of course. Now I just need to decorate the rest of it. And I think we're going to set up another wall on this side too, just to kind of make it a sort of like L shape, I think. I think this will look really nice. We just got to make sure we're setting it up correctly and not making like an accidental pattern or anything. We want to make sure that it is kind of looking similar to how the floor was, where it's just kind of thrown on there. I think this will look pretty nice though. I still have some things I want to add in to decorate, but I'm not sure how it's going to turn out yet. So I want to make sure at least this is exactly how I want. And honestly, I think that's looking really good. I have an anvil here, but I need to figure out where I'm going to put it, because I don't want it to be too close to the fire, where it would be like if we're over here, we're going to start burning. You know, let's take care of this zombie real quick. He's kind of getting on my nerves. And wow, okay, I'm hearing the door being broken. Let's check that out too. Oh my gosh, right when I got here he broke it. Wow. There's not even anybody in there. Why'd he break the door? It's just very frustrating. But I found out a neat little tip. If you put down a door, not how you normally would, but like if I did it like this is technically closed, but when I right click it again, it is technically open right now. So the zombies will not try to break down the door, which would be fantastic. Let's see if I can do it on this side too. Might as well, while I'm over here, give it a try. So I think something like that. Actually, no, you know what? I don't want it on that side. I want it on the outside. So, yeah, so I think I'm going to have to do it on the opposite end. So let's take this down, try it again over here. Okay, and then if I were to close this in, or I guess technically open it then, it'll open it out, and oh no, that's not what I wanted at all. Can I do it this way instead? Okay. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that, so I guess I'll just leave it how it is, and if they break it, they break it. I'll just have to repair it. Wood isn't too hard to come by. And I'm actually thinking of changing this one more time. I think this would do, whoops, I think this would do a lot better if it was over in the corner instead, so instead that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the grindstone up here. We'll put down the campfire, and then the cauldron will go on top of that. And like I was saying, we probably don't want to have the anvil too close to it. Oh, whoops, almost forgot. Got to put down the stairs. Let's move the anvil away. Maybe one more block to the side, I think. Maybe like right here. And then we'll extend the wall just a little bit outward. Not too much, but just a little bit. And let's go ahead and bring this up like so. And I think that looks really good. Honestly, I think I like that. Now I just need to head to the nether. We need to grab some lava to put into that, that cauldron to make it look like it's actually melting some metal. So here we go. Let's go ahead and swoop down and safely pick up some lava. I have an idea. I'm wondering if I could do this. No, okay, I couldn't. I was hoping that I could scoop up the lava and try flying out immediately, but I was a fool and dove just straight into the lava, and now I'm like flopping all over the place in the nether. Okay, here we go. So I got the lava. We're gonna head back over to the overworld. We will put the lava into the cauldron, and that should be good for the workstation, I think. Maybe a little bit extra details here and there. Let's see. You know, I think maybe what we'll do is we'll decorate an armor stand over here. Maybe not this way. I kind of want it facing straight ahead. We will decorate it with its armor, of course, like so. And the reason is because this place is for a blacksmith, so it makes sense that he has armor out, he has weapons out, and I think that would look pretty nice. I just gotta find the stance that I want him to be in. I don't want his arms going through the stone, so I gotta make sure that it's a stance that works. Maybe something like this. I think that'll work. But otherwise, I think that's pretty good for this area. I do have to make the building and maybe a roof. So for the roof, what I think we're going to use is just some cobblestone walls, and then we'll put some smooth stone slabs on top, and we'll kind of set up something for that. It goes right along the edge of the walls that we have up here, and I think that'll look pretty good. Just make sure we get this looking correct. And I think we're going to put some stone slabs up here too. Although now that I think about it, this will only look good from the top. It won't really look that good from the bottom. It'll look kind of flat. So let's actually remove these blocks. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring that layer up one. And so it'll look better from the bottom, but not really from the top. So we're going to have to play around and see what we can do. But let's pick that up. And then we'll go ahead and fix it real quick. So let's head back up there. We'll break down our iron blocks, build up our pillar once more, and then we'll do what I'm thinking, which is, you know, if I can get up there. But what I'm thinking is we'll bring up that stone slab layer that we had, and it should look better below. So let's fill this in, and then we should be good to go on that. I'm also thinking maybe we'll do something similar to like a castle almost, so we'll see how that looks in just a second. Let's just finish off this, and then yeah, like every other block we can do this, and now it'll look good on the top and the bottom, I think. So let's go ahead and pick up this iron blocks. We dropped a couple slabs, so we'll pick those up too, and then we'll go ahead and finish this off. Oh, right, the corners. They need to actually link into something. So let's put down yeah, we'll put down gravel. That'll work. And then let's make a couple cobblestone walls to finish off the support beams, I guess you can call them, or pillars. I'm not sure. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and I only have 3 left, so this won't actually reach the floor. Unless I decide to do something like this, which, you know, honestly, I don't mind. I think that'll look okay. Now I just gotta set up the actual building for the blacksmith to live in, and I think we're going to do another stone floor. However, this one isn't going to be like the outside path. I think we're just going to keep it as stone and cobblestone. There's not going to be any mossy cobblestone. Maybe I'll throw in some stone bricks. I'm honestly not sure, but I think just stone and cobblestone will work pretty nicely. because I really don't want moss in here, because this is like somebody's home. You know, most homes wouldn't have moss growing on the floor. So I speculate that the blacksmith keeps it at least a little bit clean, if that makes sense. And instead of doing wood, I think we're going to use a lot of stone for this build, or at least more stone than we did with the other ones. Yeah, I think the only difference between the last farm building and this building is that the corners are stone bricks, and maybe it's just a little bit longer. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same. And his furniture isn't going to be too impressive either. I mean, it's going to have a furnace, a bed, and a chest, but maybe like also a table and chair, but that's about it, really. Most of his other stuff is going to be outside with the workstation. But otherwise, I think this is looking pretty good. I still need to add the stone slabs on top, though. Alright, so I added in some lighting and the stone slabs on top, and I think this is looking pretty good. Remember guys, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell to get notified when I upload a video. And if you're not following already, please consider following me on Twitter or supporting me on Patreon, both at Curtis Does a Dig. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.